What up? It's your boy T-Bear here in the reaction. Today is Music Monday. We are at the about to get into some El Cool J year review. This is the final one, but with this one, I'm going to react to not just the review, but story behind a couple of songs during this year of the review, as well as a story behind a movie that starred the legendary GOAT LL Cool J. So we are here in the year of 1990. 1990. After Walking with a Pamper, what I think was a good success, but at the time, folks wasn't feeling LL. They was thinking he was getting too flashy, he was getting too commercial, whatever. And as well as his rising feud with Big Daddy Kane, not Big Daddy Kane, Kool Moe Dee, sorry. His feud with Kool Moe Dee was a creation with as he released a song Let's Go as well too, dissing them as well, dissing song Jack the Ripper and all of that. So around this time, LL Cool J was getting together one of his biggest hit album of all time, since Bigger Than Duffer, which is Mama Said Knock You Out, including the the title song Mama Said Knock You Out. What was the to me the death blow to LL Cool J feud with Kool Moe Dee. You know, Kool Moe Dee released Death Blow afterwards, but he already knocked him out, as Mama said, though. And also created a lot of good hits such as Booming System, as well as 6 Minutes of Pleasure, some underground hit like Mr. Goodbar, Mookie Cereal, and as well as the remix of a single from his previous album, Walking with a Pamper, Jiggling Baby, as well too. And also around this time, LL Cool J was getting his start in the film industry as well too, and in front of the screen as an actor. And one of his premiere, I forgot one movie started with I think Three the Hard Way, whatever I think it was called, with and Michael J. Fox, if I can remember. Hold on a second. But the biggest one involved was his most notable movie debut was Toy, starring with the late great Robin Williams. Which the stories, I saw that when we check out stories based off of that year, we're gonna check out stories of behind the scenes stories of his three of his singles from Mama Said Knock You Out, Around the Way Girl, Mama Said Knock You Out, as well as 6 Minutes of Pleasure. Let me see this LL Cool J, Michael J. Fox. Wrong. LL Cool J. I'm trying to find. Sorry, folks. J. Fox. The Hard Way. I was right. The Hard Way. See, that came out in 1991, and he started as well too as a fellow detective. So anyway, let's check out the 1990 rear review, and then we'll check out the story behind Around the Way Girl, Mama Said Knock You Out, 6 Minutes of Pleasure, and his well-known movie debut, Do Toys, we start along with the late great Robin Williams. Let's get it. Let's check out the greatest all time LL Cool J. It is one of his biggest peak year ever.
All right, what you got planned in the future? I got an album coming in August, and I'm gonna get funky. I'll see y'all. All right. Peace. I'm not trying to hear all that, man. Yo, check this out here.
Jiggling Baby.
The first song I ever mixed for LL Cool J was Jingling Baby.
And not to mention, the album was after his finally last couple albums made by the LA Posse. This one was produced by hip hop producer extraordinaire Marley Marl. It was included him making the remix of Jiggling Baby, remix but still jingling.
The remix, it blew everybody's mind. It basically took LL to the next level. I can remember clearly one day, DJ Bobcat, which is LL Cool J's tour DJ, he said, "Hey, I got a sample that is so dope." What it got? What it do? What it do? And I was like, yo, hold up. He's getting pissed with the engineer. He's looking out through the glass and he yells at him.
Come on, man.
That was such a pinnacle part of the record.
Oh, wow. So that part is always crazy. I had a feeling, though. It's crazy how, like, a little part like that ended up being that record from something that happened in the studio.
Because that brought out his frustration. And I said, as soon as I heard it, we will keep that part. That will be in the record.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jiggling baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Jiggling baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Put your hands in the air for trying to stop LL Cool J.
it. I used to play football when I was younger. It's definitely part of a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'd like to play here.
Oh yeah, Giant Stadium, nice.
Win this game.
Yeah, I think he's at Giant Stadium. Wow.
Check this one. Soundtrack. Yeah. Oh, I'm Roberts, man, because you had on 66. I was trying to do something, but you know what I mean? Your home is my home, man. Well, listen, man. Hey, I'm with you.
Okay,
You know what I'm
we all one.
Black quarterback in the house. I just do my thing. You know, I mean, I need love. I'm bad. Going back to Cali, there is no style. I'm too diversified to have a style. There's really no science to the way I do this. You know, it's really no science to LL Cool J. I just do what I gotta do. Hold your nose, dead bodies are around. I leave scratch marks under the tears of a clown. I write rhymes that shine like lipstick. So much material, but not materialistic. Imperial styles are used when the mic is lifted. The crowd is amused. Come with it if you feel you're full-fledged. Or yell Geronimo and jump off the edge. Your END is near when I appear. The stage is yours, but wait until the smoke clears. Rhyme sayer, and I'm here to lay a load. So watch a player when he's playing in player mode. Cause Uncle L's bad and you're soon to say. Cause I rip the mic, I'm LL Cool J. Well, I'm not an actor, I'm for real. They gave me a bit part in a Michael J. Fox film. It's called The Hard Way, where I play an undercover cop, and that's cool. But you know, I'm not really an actor, I'm concentrating on my music. And I'm in the movie to help my music, not because I want to be a big actor, because I don't want to be a big actor.
Oh.
There was
Crazy he said that now, but look at him now, man. One of the biggest actors and that came out of music, man, as well, too. And maybe one day we could see L get an Oscar. Who knows? After Will Smith got an Oscar, we could see L get an Oscar soon. Who knows, man?
a time when they didn't think rap groups would come from California or different parts of the USA. So of course it eventually spread. The fever has spread. So it'll come from everywhere.
MCs that was too cool to stay home, hurry getting busy, hurry to the payphone. The beats they made the thing, but that's the type of reaction that a LL Cool can bring. It's kinda like a potion, 5,000 party people with the body commotion. Cherry Tale Juice, hot top fade, and the mini skirts and jet black suede. Don't do that dance, city rock with the badness. Rock to the rhythm of the concert madness. People, step to the front, a party people. Step to the front, a party people. Step to the front, I think I got one. To step to the front, I think I got one. To step to the front, I think I got one. To step to the front, I think I got one. Up the last. The music made of metal, hard as steel, get a smooth off the rose pedal. And this is the best of its kind. Something brand new from an innovative mind. Total eclipse of what's been done before. Stand for the battle, it's time to meet yours. Vacation over.
Does this not go on American TV?
Huh?
This kind of thing.
Oh, we get real busy over there. We get real busy, man. Real busy.
No. Have you actually seen that film yet? Which Patrick Swayze one, Next of Kin?
Nah.
No. What kind of movies do you like?
I like Freddy Krueger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He said, hey, that sounds good.
Much joy. I've known him for years, from the guy on the right to the guy on the left. They bring me joy, they bring you joy. Yeah, I know what's his name right here for like 7 years. They come to the house frequently. You know, their mothers love me. Peace.
That's a lie. Over budget? Huh?
What we got to do with this?
Did anything because collaborating with them.
Let's see what's got this.
Collaborating with him was incredible because before we did anything, he would sit there and play a lot of music for me.
Ooh.
You know, so he's playing the music, he's dancing around the studio. It's just me and him.
Wow.
It was amazing just watching him. How much passion he had for the music, how excited he was about the projects. I mean, he really was excited about what he was doing. I mean, you know, there was a lot of passion, there was a lot of energy. It was just amazing, you know? It was deep.
Todd, get upstairs and take out that garbage.
Yeah, I gotta see this real quick. What was this collaboration he had with Michael Jackson? I know they had the bad. What was the collaboration? What he collaborate? Oh, Serious Effect. Okay, all right. He's on the. It was a demo, but still okay. It didn't. Let me see. It didn't make the album probably, but still, that's crazy. But anyway, let's. Is that on there? Serious Effect. Anyway, cool. Now we're gonna get into the stories of some behind some of the favorite songs that came out around this year, though. And Ria says it's gonna be the last one because this is the last review they have on the channel. He might release some other ones. The LL Cool J Archive might release them later on. Who knows? But anyway, we'll kick things off with the story with first the Roundaway Girl story. Let's get it.
You know, Roundaway Girl was just fun in general. You know what I'm saying? Like different parts of the city, all over the city. Manhattan, Queens, like everywhere, and just you know, just having fun.
And a Roundaway Girl is not necessarily a young lady from the ghetto or an urban situation. She's just an everyday young lady, you know, the girl next door. She isn't, you know, the young lady in the back of the limousine with the mink and the fur and the glitter and the glamour. She's just a regular girl, plain girl, normal, Roundaway Girl.
You know, just coming from that
Big
kind
Les.
of warm,
I hope that she have an episode in that 90s Dancer thing.
humble place of being connected to the people. That's always been something that I was into, you know, and it's so funny how in this major celeb culture, I still feel like, you know, I just, that's just something I've always related
He
to,
slapped the shit out of him,
you know, everyday people,
Yeah.
you know, you know what I mean? So that's what a Roundaway Girl is, me doing what I do. It was never to purely like separate myself from the people or be above the people, you know what I'm saying? It was to connect to the people. And there's no right or wrong. I mean, everybody's different. Some people do want to go. It is about status. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was never really about status. It was about connectivity. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that end
It's
part was
just
cute when his
what I
little
was
kids,
attracted
girls
to,
was
what I felt
waving at.
inspired by. You know?
Alright, so next up is the story behind his hit single, the big hit single, and the big knockout to Kumo D, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Todd, get upstairs and take
P
out
to
that
Grandma
garbage.
Smith.
That was my grandmother. She did that in one take. Yeah, nah, it was crazy because like that was the funny thing because like a lot of times I would come off tour. My grandmother would be telling me to take out the garbage and stuff. I just finished having like thousands of people screaming and hands in the air and chasing the tour bus and people jumping on top of limousines. And then I come home and she was like, take out the garbage. You know what I mean? So I put that in the video. But it kept me humble, but I never got as arrogant as I could have.
Rocking in Reebok
that,
pumps.
That song took a long time to get popular. You know, Roundaway Girl too. Like none of those songs were instant hits.
Okay,
I had
wow.
a lot of songs that, you know, radio resisted. Like Roundaway Girl radio resisted. Mama Said Knock You Out radio didn't really play. You know, it played on MTV a little bit, but only during like rap shows and rap stuff. They didn't really give it the mainstream push that it seems like it is. Like today, everybody knows the song and it's like part of American culture.
Yep.
Back then, they didn't really play it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get like the love that you would assume it got. You know what I mean? It aged well.
It
You write
did.
the song, you write the song. You don't write the song thinking about a video. You may have a visual song, but that's not how songwriting works for me. But I just always been a big fan of boxing. You know, that whole Raging Bull, you know, inspiration felt great. And then the album cover, you know, between those two, it just felt like the right thing. So me and Paris, that's what we did. And then we actually went outside of that warehouse during those 2 days and was filming Roundaway Girl and all that out in other places, you know what I'm saying, too. It was a way, you know, to keep everything tight financially, too. Paris really understood my mindset.
Yeah.
You know, he could because he understood the humor and the silliness and all that, but he could capture it in a cool way. Yeah, so that's why like a Roundaway Girl and Jingling Baby and Mama Said Knock You Out, those three videos to me are the best of that bunch because the way me and Paris worked together, it was just, he was able to bring the song to life visually in a way that really matched the song. It's not about being the same all the time. It's like, you gotta be able to switch up the mood. Tomorrow we'll do that. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to switch up the mood. You know what I mean? At least for me, because if not, I'll be bored. You know what I'm saying? Today we eating Chinese food. Tomorrow we having hamburgers. You know what I mean? No connection. Only connection is hunger. There's no data, there's no analysis, there's no analytics. Just, you know, art is about intuition.
All right, cool. Next up, we're gonna check out the story behind one of his underrated hit right here, especially the remix version of it, 6 Minutes of Pleasure. I like the remix where on the Crooks go. That sample was always lovely. This part, yep.
You know, that was a vibe, you know, just like the playfulness, you know, play dress up, you know what I'm saying? And then the hot video that I had did was more like the extreme other end. It was more like disciplinarian kind of, like some, not S&M, but a little bit more strict, a little bit more like, so I always like to play in all those areas with the art, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to do, like 1 minute I want to be super playful, the next minute I want to be super strict, the next minute, like I always love to just switch it up with the art, you know what I mean? Like that was the thing for me, still is.
It was a concept that I had thought of. It's like, instead of me doing something that's real risque or something that's really like out front, I wanted to bring the child out of myself, the little kid, and just be playful and just have fun and play with games instead of the young lady.
I remember having a good time, but you know, honestly, in terms of the director, that was like a blur. I was so in my own zone with that. I was just like, it was just, I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, and we was just pointing the camera at it. You know what I mean? Just having a ball. That was like super fun.
Cool. All right, and last but not least, we want to take the story behind making of his big movie debut, Toys. Though definitely was a good movie right there with Robin Williams, Joan Cusack, as well as himself is right too. Definitely is like a slept-on classic movie by Robin. So R.I.P. Robin Williams.
I'm very hungry. I want my dinner now.
Then let's eat.
Patrick, he's a guy that is totally under his father's wing, and he follows everything his father says, and he's like a robot, basically, that his father's programmed. And eventually he starts coming into his own and realizing that he has his own personality and his own mind.
Food keeps touching. I like military plates. I'm a military man. I want a military meal.
I think that Toys is a completely believable fantasy. It was very challenging. You know, when you're working with someone like Robin Williams, it can be intimidating, kind of scary, because you're fearful of looking inferior on screen. You wanted people to come and say, yo, he's the only bad actor. And also, you know, race wasn't an issue, but, you know, it's a fantasy, you know, and race doesn't matter in a fantasy. You know, we all have fantasies, interracial and all. It felt good, you know, I wanted to do it. You know, it wasn't about a race thing. It was about, you know, fantasy and the innocence inside, you know.
Yeah, he did his thing in this one. I like this movie, though. This was a cool movie. So anyway, yes, that's all the year for LL Cool J between 1990 and a little bit of 91 right there as well, too. Hopefully we get, like, some more years of view, like, from 91, 92, like, the rise of LL Cool J, Mama Said Not Girl, as well as his trying periods when he was, in the middle, like, through 14 times shot to the dome, as well as when he got his reviving back with Mr. Smith and later on Phenomenon. Hopefully we get stuff like that. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, LL Cool J, nigga, greatest of all time. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.